From LALATE News Headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings LALATE.
It's a big morning of Mornings LALATE. The toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you're here, and fourth stimulus checks could be here in the month of July. I'll be going over your fourth stimulus check update of 2021 today in this recording. Those monthly stimulus checks that come in July and come to all viewers of this channel. I'll go over how much, how do you get them, and what are the amounts. That's the fourth stimulus check update for today. Then we cut to the fifth stimulus check update. That's the stimulus that comes in the fall, and it'll have the add-on of SSI SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits, increasing your benefits across the board. I'll also be going over what else is in that stimulus package. And yes, there's money for single individuals. Yes, there's money in there for seniors as well. Then we'll cut back to third stimulus and the big money that went live at the end of this week and the money that's going live next week. You're going to be surprised how much money there is, and I'll have all the details for you. And then I'll give you a preview of the big money coming live in the next few days. There's a lot happening, and there's a lot of money, and that's why this is Mornings LALATE. The toast is toast and the butter is butter, and I'm here, you're here, and it's Saturday Mornings LALATE. How are you? Hope you're having a beautiful weekend. Thank you for becoming part of this family, and thank you for tuning in. I'll be covering your fourth stimulus check update, your fifth stimulus check update, and the unpaid items of third stimulus that are now landing. And away we go. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. This channel just turned 1 year old, and we're trying to get to 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record. So help us get there. Subscribe to this channel so you don't miss a video across the board. And we got a lot of shows coming up today. It's a Saturday, but there's a lot of breaking news. And also like this video, 3,000 likes. It really helps in the algorithm ranking. So if you're in the live chat, make sure you hit that like button right now. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Calcino VIP. The fourth stimulus check package is heating up, and that fourth stimulus check lands in your bank account in the month of July. So want the Democrats. The Democrats have two proposals. One is the House and one is the Senate. The House proposal from Jalapa and Tlaib provides $2,000 the first month and $1,000 thereafter, continuing additionally 1 year after the pandemic's over. The senators have a slightly different plan. Let's compare the two plans starting right now. When we're looking at the House plans, the number of checks is slightly different. The House plans propose to give you a stimulus check every month of the pandemic still underway, and then 1 year thereafter. So if there are 4 months left to the pandemic, they would give you 4 more months of checks and then an additional year thereafter. The senators will give you stimulus checks from now to December. Who are the movers and shakers? The House members are progressives. The senators are more moderates. And then how much is the monthly check? It's $2,000 the first month, as you just saw from the House members, $1,000 thereafter. The senators' check amount is unknown, but word on the street is it will look like this. $2,000 a month for 6 months, $12,000. $1,400 a month over 6 months, $8,400. This is the single biggest payout you've ever seen of this channel, but it's actually not the single biggest payout for people in 2021. Later in this recording, you're going to see how the president proposes to pay some people $80,000. So $8,000 pales in comparison. And while 2020 may not have been a big year for the federal government spending, it will be for 2021, with the president now slating $8 trillion being spent over 6 months, when the Republicans last year barely wanted to spend $200 billion. All right, let's go over who gets these stimulus checks. You do if you got the third stimulus check, same income qualifications. Single individual, $75,000 or less, you get it. Married couple, $150,000 or less. SSI SSDI, Social Security or railroad benefits. Children, adult dependents, you and a household of 4 or less. If there's 4 people in the house, you times that check by 4. The graphic you saw early in this recording was for an individual. So married couple, for example, you double it. There you go. Is it income? No. Is it taxable? No. What month would you receive it? July, for the month of July, and continuing month after month thereafter. How do they get this done? When do they vote on it? When do they start? So it's going to go by a process called the reconciliation process. It's a 2-month process with 2 bills that starts in May and ends no later than July 4th, confirms Leader Schumer and Speaker Pelosi. That vote would be July 4th. So they start in May with step 1, the first bill, a procedural bill. Nothing of substance in there. Do you agree to do a recon? We do. House floor. Then off to the Senate. You agree to do a recon? We do. Off to the President, signed into law. Back to then do the substantive bill. That's where they put in the substance. The President in the 4th stimulus package proposes to add railroads, roads, infrastructure, climate, things like that. They'll put that in, and then they'll put in the multiple stimulus checks. The House members can put it in there or leave it for the senators, or they can put it in there and then have the senators modify it. The most important 2 days is the final 2 days of the entire 2-month process in July. Those final 2 days are called the vote-a-rama, and during that vote-a-rama, those senators propose amendments to the 4th stimulus package. And yes, later in this recording, you're going to see how I'm going to tell you other items you may want them to amend to add in there. It's very important, so stay with me to the very end of this video. But at that 48-hour mark, that's when they'll introduce the amendment of the monthly stimulus checks. Away we go. That is 4th stimulus, and that is your 4th stimulus check update for today. Now, 5th stimulus, your 5th stimulus check update, mirrors the same path as 4th. It starts in September. It goes also by a reconciliation process. It goes by a 2-month process, and again, the senators and the House members, they write the bill, and they put the add-on in there. Instead of an add-on for stimulus checks in the fall, it will be an add-on for SSI and SSDI reform. How much? How does it work? Who gets it? That's coming up in the second half of this recording. Stay tuned to that. But what's important to understand is that the process is the same. And what's also important to understand is that the 4th stimulus package is called the American Jobs Plan, but there's a lot of stuff in the 4th stimulus package that has nothing to do with jobs. The 5th stimulus package is called the American Family Plan, and there's a lot of stuff in there for single people that has nothing to do with families. So understand that my job is to inform you and educate you about what's in there, despite the name and nomenclature of what's involved. Now, that's the 4th stimulus, and coming up in the second half, I'm going to go over in detail what's in the 5th stimulus. But there's a lot for you to know about what you may want to put into the 4th stimulus. Remember, it's still a work in progress. And here's what you need to know. The 3rd stimulus, the January stimulus package, had a series of items which continued all the way back to the start of the pandemic, 1st stimulus. But those items are set to go away. Yes, and if you don't push to put them into the 4th stimulus package, they will be gone for good. Many of these items started with the pandemic and may end at the end of the 3rd stimulus. So if you want them to continue, push Purple Power, hashtag Purple Power. What are they? They are all the business assistance, all the unemployment assistance, and all the rental assistance. First, the business assistance is going away. The EIDL, the PPP, the shuttered venue grant, the restaurant grant, all going away. Next, the unemployment, PUA, FPUC, PEUC, all created under CARES Act 1 in March of 2020 when I was that kid on the deserted beach in Hermosa Beach. Those instruments created in March of 2020 are all slated to go away. They expire in around September. So if you want them in the 4th stimulus package, push Purple Power to get them in there. Remember, Congress goes on session break in July, so they will expire by September, and they may not come back. So if you want them coming back, make that push. Finally, the last item is the rental assistance, rent, utilities, and mortgage assistance. That's slated to go away as well, along with eviction moratorium and the mortgage forbearance. And there you go. Coming up in the second half of this recording, I'm going to go over the excitement of what's in the fifth stimulus package. But here I want to go over the excitement of what's going live next week and what went live just within the last 24 hours. Yeah, there's a lot of things happening. First, just going live is the Shuttered Venue Grant at sba.gov, not just for venues. Second, just going live is the Restaurant Grant at sba.gov, not just for restaurants. And I, in my heart of hearts, but I have no inside information yet, sense that the EI deal grant of $5,000 could go live next week. Yep, let's watch for that. Meantime, the remainder of the $10,000 EI deal grant is live. And coming live next week, oh boy, are you ready for this one? The rent, utilities, homeowners, mortgage assistance, and homeowners assistance is going live across the country next week. I told you in May is when it goes live. That's third stimulus, rent, and mortgage assistance going live next week. Yesterday in one of the live chats, someone dropped a comment and said, in Los Angeles, it's been live and it's going to close in the next few days. No, that's second stimulus. So understand that there was a lot of assistance under first. It went dead. Then second, it went live. It's expected to go dead. The third stimulus is just starting up. So don't get confused with second to third. What is there is going to close down and another round is going to reopen. And that is third stimulus. But guess what? Two other major items for third stimulus going live in just a few days, and you need to know what they are, and I'm going to detail them to you right now. The first one is in May, is the money coming back to you from IRS as a tax refund for unemployment. Let me explain this one, and the second one is the money for the children. The first one for the money for unemployment, boy, let me explain what it is. If you have filed a 2020 tax return and paid taxes on the first $10,200 of your unemployment assistance, guess what? They're returning to you as a refund that amount of taxes you paid on the unemployment. Let me make this very clear. So, there's a series of YouTube channels that are saying to you that you're getting a stimulus check of $10,200 in the month of May. Nope. No one in the United States is getting a check of $10,200 from the IRS, because that's not what the law said. And no one is, and it's not a stimulus check either. And in fact, it's not even making money on it. What is it? It's the portion of the unemployment you paid taxes on is being returned to you. Let me give you an example. Let's say last year you paid $5,000 in taxes, of which that $5,000, $100 of it was taxes you paid on $4,000 of unemployment assistance. Guess what? You're getting $100 back from IRS. Yeah, you're getting back the taxes you paid on that portion of unemployment. You're not getting all your taxes back, and you're not getting and the amount that you're getting back for the taxes you paid on unemployment is a break even. You paid $100 before, you're getting $100 back. It's a break even. It's not a stimulus check. You're not making money on it, and it's certainly not $10,200. Also, a series of YouTube channels are telling people that they're getting automatically $3,600 or $3,000 for the children starting the month of July. Not true if you haven't done certain things. So let's go over that detail, that as well. The money for the children is $3,600 or $3,000, either $300 or $250 a month starting the month of July. If two things have happened: one, you make less than $75,000, and two, IRS knows a child exists. Very easy. So if you've done both of those things, you're getting this money. But here's who's not getting the money. Number one, you don't file tax returns. They're not going to pay you any money because they don't know the child exists. They don't know you exist. So if you're on SSI and SSDI and don't file tax returns, you need to go to a tax preparer right away if you have a child, because yes, you qualify for this. Second, you do file tax returns, but you don't list the child. You got to go to a tax preparer and fix this right away, because guess what? If they don't know you just had a child, or you haven't been listing that child on your tax returns that you filed, they don't know that child exists. It's an easy fix, and guess what? That fix is due relatively soon because your personal tax return is due in just a couple of days, and remember with that new deadline coming up in mid-May. So get ready to file that tax return. Go to the tax preparer to find out how to do that. Coming up in the second half of this recording, I'll be going over the big money under fifth stimulus. Yes, there's more money in there than just families. Stay with me. I'll be back in 60 seconds. If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.la.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join LALATE Daily for the excitement of the new LALATE live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings LALATE at 9 a.m. Home LALATE returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons LALATE at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on LALATE. And the excitement continues on LALATE in just a little bit. Mornings LALATE, you're currently watching live direct from Los Angeles. And then noontime LALATE heats up in 2 hours from now. That excitement is just 2 hours away, and I got new videos from the White House to show you in that recording. So stay with me for noontime LALATE coming up in about 2 hours from now. And then we go into our afternoon show. That is my live chat interactive show at 4 p.m. Join me then when I answer your questions live on air. And then we go into our evening schedule. Afternoons LALATE 6 p.m., followed by evenings LALATE, and then LALATE night. And there you go. Boy, what a great day it is. It's Saturday. If you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also, like this video. 2,000-3,000 likes. It really helps in the algorithm ranking. Boy, let's try to get to 4,000 subscribers. Also, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Casino VIP. All right, let's cut over to fifth stimulus. The big money for fifth stimulus is featuring an add-on, and that add-on comes from those Democrats who will add in there the SSI reform. Let me go over broadly what it is, and then I'll go over specifically how it works. So the fifth stimulus add-on will provide more benefits increasing, removing the asset limits, adding inflationary benchmark, then removing the income exclusion, and then removing the marriage penalty. All right, let's go over how that works and what that money is. First, if you're on SSI, SSDI, first let me go over who this qualifies for. This is for people who are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad Benefits, Veterans Benefits, SSA, and Survivor Benefits. If you've been on benefits for 30 years, this is you. If you have a spouse who died and you're getting their Social Security check, this is you. So what are they going to do? They're going to take your benefits and increase them to a new number. That will be your new number going forward. Then with that new number, they're going to attach an inflationary benchmark. So that means that as inflation goes up, your benefits will go up 2, 3, 4% per year. Then your benefits go up that amount. And if inflation goes to the roof, you're going to get that as well. Next, they're removing the income cap, which dates back to the 1980s. Excuse me, the asset cap, which dates back to the 1980s. It says that for some of you can't keep more than $3,000 on hand. Then they're removing the income cap. The income cap is dating back to the 1960s. That says that you can't work and stay and receive all the amount of benefits you want to receive as worker. So what are they going to do? Allow you to work $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, take in $12,000 or $24,000 a year approximately, and still stay on benefits. And finally, they're going to remove the marriage penalty. If you have been a victim of the marriage penalty, you know what it is. It's among the items that are heating up under the fifth stimulus package. And the question you may have is, when is this going to happen? It's going to happen this fall. Again, it goes by a 2-month process. That 2-month process heats up in the month of September and would be done by about October. And that 2-month process would give you that benefits impacting you in the month of November. So it's important to understand that this, like the fourth stimulus package, will both go by recon. The fourth and fifth stimulus packages are both going by recon. And that recon process provides you the relief after the 2-month process, which is about November, is when you would see these benefits hit. All right, so what else is in the fifth stimulus package that is there for people more than just families? Let me go over all those details for you right now. The fifth stimulus package has a lot of provisions that are not just for families, and these are the ones. First, let me go over some children items, and then I'll go over some family items. The child care ensuring benefits is a child care item. Then they'll increase the national comprehensive paid family and marital sick leave. This is for single people as well. So it includes up to 12 weeks of paid leave for single individuals as well. Then it'll provide preschool money for preschool for 3 to 4-year-olds and up to 2 years of free community college for others. Now, there's those two items I don't particularly think make sense. The first one is, if they're 3 to 4-year-olds, then the federal government will provide free preschool to children of billionaires. Not particularly logical. And then free community college for all students for 2 years. Again, why is the American tax dollar paying for that for the children of billionaires? Not particularly clear as well. Also then heating up is other provisions. One of the most notable ones, however, I want to go over that's really great for you is the earned income tax credit. This is the hazard pay provision. It was modified under the third stimulus package and made law. And it currently says 1504 if you are 19 years or older and make less than $25,000. What are they going to do? They're going to make it a permanent rule. I'd rather modify it and make it bigger and bolder. First, I think it should be more than $1,504. Second, I think it should be more people than those that make less than $25,000. So currently they're proposing it to stay the same, 19 years or older, $25,000 or less, hazard pay worker, essential worker, earned income tax credit 1504. They want to make it permanent. I think it should be bigger. And with that, thank you for joining me on Mornings LALATE. I'm back with you later today. I will go over later today the other big provisions of the fifth stimulus package. And boy, there's a lot of them. So if you've not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Also like this video. And if you've not become a member, consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, Calcino VIP. Stay informed, stay focused, and stay with LALATE.